Hey guys, it's me, Cruel, back again with another reaction video on this channel, and today we have episode 32 of Deep Dive with Taeyang's 1 AM. And this is ironic because it's actually 1:49 AM when I'm recording this. This is about 4.5 hours before this video actually comes out on my channel, so I'm very late. I actually just forgot to record this earlier today, so I just come off from my 4.5 hour stream on Twitch. Just watched Show Me the Money, and I realized I was about to set up the episode, write a description, do the thumbnail, everything, and go to bed. I realized I didn't even record this yet, so I have to, I guess. Because I don't want to miss out on the schedule now that I'm going back to it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, come on, man, you know? So I'm doing that. Yeah, 1 AM. This is the first, day one after Ice Snow Slips. And also one of the last Taeyang songs, actually, to check out, you know? There's only Good Boy Darling and Wake Me Up, as well as, I guess, 2 promotional singles. One called So Good and Louder, which I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna check them out or not. But technically there's only 3 more music videos from what I know. Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about that we are done with this before the end of January, which would have been earlier actually, but yeah. Looking forward to the next artists as well, but for now we still have some Taeyang stuff to go. If you want to check out all of my Taeyang reactions or Big Bang reactions or just Deep Dive series, which before Taeyang I actually did Girls' Day from debut till their most recent song, plus solos and OSTs, then you can check out the playlist in the pinned comment. And you can also follow my stream. I stream actually every day in the next 4 days, including today, on Twitch. Check it out in the description or on the website. Quick shout out to my patrons of December as well. Special goes out to Foreshadowing, Nami Servants, and Reezy Roller. Now, Deep Dive episode 32. You know how it works, right? We're watching this twice, once without pausing, and then the second time with pausing. Let's get it. Never heard the song. 1 AM. We're gonna finish, oh sorry for pausing, but we're gonna finish this after 2 AM. Let's get it. No, I am not pausing. From when is this? June, okay. Felt like a Christmas melody for a second. Back to the R&B though. Almost a bit like old school Taeyang. Hajima. No subtitles? Nope. Hey, it's becoming a party bop. Oh, I want to read what it says there, but not now. Who's this girl? Anybody we should know? Oh, his hair. Shit. I like it. Angie, but I like it. Hey. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Why is this so hype, even though it feels sad? Love and be loved. Nav will what? Tear us apart again. Oh shit. Oh, he's sad drunk, huh? I think. This scene, man. Shit. She's seducing him. Oh. Oh, we're back to Taeyang kissing girls in the music video. Second time now. But now he's actually more experienced by now. I bet. Whoa, the tattoos. Are they all real? Boy, I really liked something here. I really liked how... Okay. Let's see what happened. Oh, it's just the sun. Rise. Oh, is that the album name? Shwebe is so cool. Like, this is... Oh, this is so smart. The sun, then the sun, the solar eclipse, and then rise. Oh, that's such a cool way of doing this. Also because Taeyang is another word for sun, right? I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Like, his name means sun, basically. So cool. Shit. Well, anyway. That is 1 a.m. And what I really liked about this, what I just was talking about, especially towards the end of the song, you could really feel it more and more. But the rhythm and the melody, the bass melody, kind of just kept going throughout the whole song. It never let go. It never let go. It was always there. So it's always just like mid 2000s R&B sad song kind of thing. But that was like the bass, right? But he added a lot of different things on top of that to like switch it up, especially like a bit of high notes there towards the end. Like not crazy high notes, but a little bit flexing here and there. And it was really cool to hear like both coexist at the same time, right? This bass melody and rhythm and like even vocal track. Like it just kind of repeated itself, but without really becoming repetitive. It's interesting. But I think the reason why it didn't become repetitive is because there was the second layer that also kept going the whole time, which, you know, was very different and just kind of entertaining to see what kind of stuff happens. And also, let's analyze this music video a bit. No, second watch. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So what does it say in Korean? It's 새벽한시. This is probably just one time morning. I learn. I'm like right now at a point where I'm like in the Korean classes where I'm actually learning about. I just learned about last week actually about like counting and also money and shit. And right now I'm learning a lot about time. And it's quite different, you know, with the 1 a.m. and then 1:30 a.m. Like the way they do the like. It's like basically 1 hour, 30 minutes. That's what they say. And then they use different numbers, right? They use the native Korean numbers for the hour. And then they use the Xeno Korean numbers for the minutes. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Anyway. So I should know what this actually says, but I'm a bit flustered. Not sure of myself, in a way. This song, by the way, it has... Oh, I don't know. It's sad, but it's also like a fighting song. Like I'm fighting through my demons. Like I'm fighting my demons and trying to persevere kind of mood. Hey. Okay, we're gonna read what that says for sure. The people, what? Oh my goodness. No. The people you love become ghosts inside of you? Like this? Something. And you keep them alive. Oh. So people you love become ghosts inside of you. Like this. And like this. Oh no, and like this you keep them alive. Okay. Oh wow, that would have been helpful. It was a good shot of all of it. Yeah, well. This also the lighting effects. This is so melodramatic. You know, they're also standing at the subway train station. I don't know, this is like, I'm thinking very dark right now, but it almost looks like this girl wants to enter life or something here. She looks insanely empty in her eyes. They both feel like they separate from each other and they both struggle to deal with it. Is that what it is? Lyrics would help, but oh well. He definitely earlier in the song talked about like I would kill or I would die for this or something. I think he said I would kill for whatever that was. For you maybe? No. Hey, the eyes. But they were fighting, huh? Both standing at the same train station at different times. Now kissing. Almost like angry kissing. To like make up after a fight. With this outfit. Jesus Christ. What an outfit, man. Who would walk like this in like a subway train station? This is someone that like really doesn't give a fuck about anything anymore, you know, or you know, something else. I don't want to speak out here, but it's a little bit outgoing. Let's say that. Extra, it is for sure extra, but from what we see from this person, she's very lost and deserted herself on an island of loneliness, kind of thing. So pretty sure it's just she doesn't give a fuck about anything. Also, it's just supposed to be sexy. I guess that's the only reason here, really. Now she's like in some kind of laugh hotel. That's what it seems like. There's actually things like that, right? But usually I learned, this is one of the first things we learned in Korean class. Our teacher's just funny, man. He was in Korea, he has also a Korean wife and half Korean children, of course. And he himself is German, by the way. But yeah, he was in Korea and he told us, one of the first things he taught us was about PC bangs. Actually not PC bangs, I confused it. Video bangs. And video bangs is basically like a karaoke room where you just watch videos or like movies more so instead of singing. And it's a common term, and also not just a term, but it's actually a thing. It's a very cheap hostel, basically. You just can't stay there overnight. It's just like you rent a room, like a karaoke thing, but people in Korea use it for like, you know, making laugh with each other. So it's like the cheapest thing to go to if you wanna, you know, make laugh with someone. For various reasons. Either you don't want anybody to find out, you know, it could be like a bad reason, like cheating or some shit. But mostly it's just because of families, right? Like one night stands, but also just, you know, sleeping with random people that you're not intending to marry is still a thing in Korea that is not really looked on nicely. And especially parents don't like to see it. And Korean culture is also that a lot of people live with their parents until they marry. Sometimes even after that, but usually until they marry. It is becoming more a thing that is not the case anymore, but that's where it's coming from, right? So essentially is both people, like you and the girl, or you and the guy, whatever, you're both living with your parents and you can't go to either house to make love with each other, obviously, because that would be awkward unless they're gone, which they usually aren't. So that's why you go to these places, right? Yeah, anyway, that's what the first things we learned. I don't know why I just said this, but probably you knew about it. Maybe you didn't, I don't know. It looked like a video bang. Although I'm not sure how great the beds are in video bangs. I've never seen one, so. If there even is a bed, I don't know. Or just a couch. I would assume there's a bed. Surely. So the whole point of me saying this is this looked like a video bang, and I think it's supposed to be one. Dang. So I don't think these tattoos are real, they look very childish. Now that I'm looking at them closely. Also, 2:42, let's remember the time. There was something on the stairs. I completely looked over that. Let me find it. To laugh and be laughed. Irony. Is that what I said? And then laugh will tear us apart again. Night. What? Night laugh will tear us apart again. What? I think they tried to cut out the night. Okay. Now, back to where we were. The BIGBANG action. With Taeyang's edgy hair and fake tattoos, I think fake. And the kissing. This is a much sexier kissing scene than the last one. If I remember correctly, the first one he did, you know, you guys told me he was like barely 18, he was literally a virgin and like such an innocent boy and shit. And I mean, I don't know about the virgin part, honestly. I don't know how people know about that. I'm taking it more as a rumor as anything else. Unless he himself said it, which still doesn't confirm anything, but I guess it's better than nothing. Anyway, he was 18 anyway, and he seemed very pure and innocent, so it doesn't really matter what else happens after that. Here he is much different, because in the first scene in the other music video years ago in the sense of when the other song came out, the girl was the one leading and dominating and kissing him, and he was just lying there and kind of letting it happen. It was a weird ass kissing scene because it just seemed like she was all over him and almost like he, I don't know, just let it happen. And he wasn't into her at all in that scene. It was so weird. Here, he's actually the one initiating, or not necessarily initiating, but he's actively kissing her too. Very different. Holding her as well on the shoulder and on the back. She's very lightly dressed. Very different from the last kissing scene. Much more mature. Now he half naked, huh? I wonder what happened. I'm probably here sitting next to the bed and like contemplating life. With all of the alcohol. It's implicating a lot of things. He's even tumbling. It could also be that she just left him there, right? Like, I don't know, they had their fun time and then she just left. And he was like hoping she would stay. And that's why he started drinking and contemplating life, because that was like his one last try or some shit. You could think about stuff like that in the story, of course. I don't know, it's a tough call because we don't get much. It could be like that. Lyrics would help a bit. But essentially it definitely feels like a sad song, like a song where both kind of miss each other, but particularly he, and it's also a song sung by him, so out of his perspective, at least he probably is the one that likes her, or like that misses her more, even though she also kind of does feel empty without him, from what we see in the video. Although, to be fair, maybe the subtrain thing is her after leaving the BIGBANG, right? Who knows? And maybe she left but didn't want to, or like she left even though she wanted to stay, but she thought it was a better idea to leave, in a way of logic versus emotions kind of thing, right? She thought it's a better thing to separate from him. Logically, it's better for her and her life, but emotionally, she didn't want to leave. Maybe it's like a kind of like a foreshadowing in the train station, because she looks very empty, you know, and she has the sexy outfit on and walks around like half naked almost in a subtrain. It's pretty weird. And essentially, it feels like she just gave up or something. So maybe it's foreshadowing. Anyway, that is the analysis for the music video. I do like the song. It's a very slow ballad, somewhat melodramatic. Somehow there's also some, again, like fighting through your demon stuff and through your bad stuff and kind of persevering, not giving up kind of energy in the song, which I don't know where I'm getting it from, but it maybe like a little bit of the upbeat Like it's kind of a pop song, right? So pop ballad maybe. I don't know. It's a weird mix. Can't really make it out completely, but yeah, that's my take. Quite a long reaction video, but I'm loving to be back to Deep Dive. I love this series so much because this is essentially, and I said this before, but this is essentially what I love to do, right? I love to sit here and analyze stuff like crazy. And I love to do this. I would love to do this every single time for every music video, but a lot of people don't like it as much. So I just don't do it as much, other than this series, or if I really feel like it, or if there's really something completely important to talk about. Surely, sometimes that also doesn't work for a lot of music videos, but right now I'm feeling it, and Deep Dive is really that place to do that in. So I'm doing it, And this was a good music video to analyze, so that helped. Anyway, next week, I hope I can actually upload something, because it's, Christmas, but I'm hopefully recording something up front and then just preparing everything. It would be Good Boy by GD and Taeyang. So if it doesn't happen next week, then you know why. It's because of Christmas, and it will happen in the week after. But see you next episode, and check out more videos if you want. Have a nice day. Let me know your opinion as well.